Okay, so, funny thing, I've had this for about a week now, and this thing has given me so much luxury and just pain in my life. This thing right here is amazing. It's one of the coolest devices I have ever laid my hands on. The problem is, it's really difficult to work with sometimes. And it's part of the system itself. I mean, it's 64 gigabytes is hardly anything at all. But there's a lot of things that I feel like people need to know regarding the 64 gigabyte version in particular. If you're trying to be one of those people that, like, you want a really good price and you figure, well, you just get a microSD card and fill in the whole space from there. And from experience, it does not work very well. Whenever I first installed this softwares onto my microSD, the thing I never considered was the fact that it would have a bunch of shaders installed, especially for all these games. And not only would it have all the shaders, it would also have the compact data and just literally everything that's attached to the system. The software, sorry, not the software, the system update and everything along the sorts all go to the internal storage. And now there is ways you can transfer it to the microSD, but even then over time it just seems to naturally just fill itself, and by the end I have a terabyte of storage in here, and these games just fill up the internal storage and the microSD. So now I'm stuck. Like, I got really stuck. I got stuck in a boot loop, and then not only that, I had to like reset the whole device twice in order to get this thing working. So I ordered a 256 gigabyte SSD that I'm going to install very soon, because this is necessary. If you're planning on getting the 64 gigabyte model, don't get it with the idea that you're just going to place all of your games in a terabyte storage and you'll be set, because you won't. Like, you need at least 256 gigabytes, which are like, I kid you not, 25, 28 bucks on Amazon. Super cheap, just to at least like hold this thing together, because right now it struggles to like keep the storage intact, and I just don't think that 64 gigabytes is enough to cut it. However, it's a really good option because it's way cheaper to get 64 gigabytes and then just get an SSD 256 gigabyte and then just replace it yourself. It's a great like way to get these put together, but the problem is just that you can't have many games on 64 gigabytes, because if you do, or if you try that, then it'll come back to bite you. So besides that, I love this thing to death, but it's caused me so much pain. I've had this about a week. Took like two days to install everything, and I don't have amazing internet, not like a gigabyte internet per second, and I'm also installing it to a terabyte, and it's no like bad microSD either. It's a SanDisk Extreme Pro. Like, this thing really like got pushed up until like 70 megabytes a second. It still took a while, but that's also because of the games I was installing, as you can see. And you can clearly tell that my library is a very demanding one, both on the system and the storage, for sure. So the shaders are going to cost a lot. If you have the idea of you want a AAA gaming device on the go and you need more gigabytes, more data, more storage, don't just get a microSD, get the 256 gigabyte SSD or more. They aren't too expensive if you're just doing it to like get maximum storage for just a bit of games, because I only have like 40 games at the moment and I only play like 20 of these. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. I just wanted to let you all know one of the like scariest parts of owning a 64 gigabyte Steam Deck, because yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have a tiny library, like a literal tiny one, I still would recommend probably getting a 256 gigabyte, because I don't know what it is, but just that 64 gigabyte storage just seems to just away like that. Yeah, I've lost all my data because of it to Hogwarts Legacy and to Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I've also lost all my data to Batman Arkham Knight, I believe. Definitely for sure GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, though, which was a nightmare to handle after that. So thank you all guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and just precaution for sure. Y'all guys have a good one. Bye bye.